Alpha, Zeta, Omega, better know I'm really on it. Driving better on it, money is involved. Better know I'm on it, and that's wording to my mother. Gotta get it one way or another. I put that on my brother. I'm out here on the come up, but it's same old, just a different day. Out here trying to get it, each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'ma do? Hustle, 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 hard. Hustle, 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 hard. Hustle, 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 hard. Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard.
In reality, I'm just an average Joe with a simple life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour a fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect, you're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on a planet deserted. That's the word, like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. But your luck with sleep, go home, the biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh like the last comic standing. Making the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the bachelor pad, show us some.
Little by little, go a little more better. Sit down in my chair like a grown man to his dinner. Where's my newspaper, boy? Dog, fetch me my slippers. Feed me, do the dishes if you need me. Everybody's so emo, everyone expects emotion. Well, I'm holding on to long-term solution to that notion that everything must go, be shown off, be bad, be thrown into the lions as if the crowd cared. Some are born like us, most are born like them. Some will live to the fullest, some will die in the system. Just trying to lift them out, see I admire the missing, the choir, the license to listen with the fire to. So where's my welfare? Where's my healthcare? Where's my sandwich? There's my sandwich. So spin knockers spinning, old white men grinning. Power to devour, can't do its bidding. Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything, anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in circles till I hit the wall. Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything, anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in circles till I hit the wall. I'm absolutely sure one day I'll settle down and find a special spot, a best gallons of milk. I've got trees growing, got a flower garden growing, couple herbs for the cooking, couple more for the. Got a hammock for the swinging, fresh tomatoes for the salad, little compliment the burgers free, cooking on the grill. Still at myself so stupid I can't walk home alone. I need a shoulder to lean on, I need a coat.
Music's my meal ticket. If I could keep living on to get time ticking like waiting in line, and you don't get in. No weights in the hole, and the weight of the game is breaking your soul. Keep changing your game, playing the role. Keep telling my family short like Tolkien readers. Let it linger hard to pick up teeth with broken fingers, and I humble myself till I was hollow inside. But no more, I get the zipper, you can swallow my pride.
it was Larry Sanders like that? Or was it Roy Hibbert like that? Hey, Larry? Because I'm looking at Larry and I like that. Oh my God. So, alright. The best power forward right now available to get. And I'm going off y'all draft pick. Alright, I'm gonna give you like the top. Alright, you got David Lee. Nene. Taj Gibson, Ryan Anderson, KG, Thaddeus Young, Amir Johnson, and Luis Scola, and Carlos Boozer. So who would you go with out of them? Wait, who would you go with? Let me see. You said Boozer with him. Nah, bald-headed Boozer. Ball. Yeah. The spray on fade. Yeah. Who would you go with? You saying KG? Because they all 76 to 75 range. So it's like, out of them names, like, who you rocking with? Because I need a power forward. KG. Yeah. KG. Alright, I'm about to bring KG out there. Okay. I was trying to get Kobe, man. LA picked Kobe right up. I was like, yo. Man. I was like, I'd come to Charlotte. It's like old time. Come on. I'm trying to get Kobe, man. They took that nigga over.
Vanish every summer. Where the blue vans would come, we throw the work in the can and run. Where the plans were to get funded, skate up the set to achieve this goal quick. Faced with immeasurable odds, still I gave straight bets. Someone felt the most something and you nothing. Check. I'm from the other side where other guys don't walk too much. The girls from the projects went and said we talk too much. So they ran up the time cause they thought them dudes to trust. I don't know what the they foul just like us. I'm from where the beef is inevitable. Summertime's unforgettable. Boosters in abundance. Buy half price sweater new. Your word was everything. So everything you said you do, you did it. Couldn't talk about it if you ain't living. I'm from where pull your card and argue all day about who's the best MCs. Biggie, Jay-Z and Nas. With Z-Bar and Thugs are at odds. At each other's throats for the love of foreign cars. Catch cases, hoping the judge R&Rs. But most times find themselves locked up behind bars. I'm from where they ball and breed rhyme stars. I'm from Marcy, son. Just thought to remind y'all.
You gotta think about what the rest of his... And he gonna retire soon. He's 30. Yeah, so they ain't got really nobody. Chris Godwin gonna leave. That was their only ring. I was like, shit, they tanking. for 5
where the
plus.
church is the flakiest, and been praying to God so long that they atheists.
Baker ain't getting it done. Fuck that, I'm laughing. I am laughing.
You're laughing. You know the place well, with the base well. And government. Politic they sells. We call the cops to 18, cause they hop out of vans and spray things. And life expectancy so low, we making our wheels at 18s. Well, how you get rid of guys who step out of line, your rep solidifies. So tell me, when I rap, you think I criticize? If this flies, God strike me. And I got a question, are you forgiving guys who live just like me? We never know. One day I prayed to you and said if I ever blow, I let them know the stakes and exactly what takes place in the ghetto. Promise fulfilled. Still I feel my job ain't done. Cough up a lung where I'm from. Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. Cough up a lung where I'm from. Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung.
It was Ben Gordon like that?
I'm from where they cross over and clap boards. Lost Jehovah in place of rap laws. Listen, I'm up the block, round the corner, down the street from where the
Jason
we
Richardson.
make $1 million off of beats, cause our stories is deep. And tomorrow, long as the night before was sweet. It lost for weeks in the street, twisted off. And no matter the weather, know how to draw heat. Whether you're 4 feet or a new size, it always starts out with 3 dice and shoot the 5. Thought they deuce was live, then I hit it with trips. Then I reach down for their money, Paul. Forget about this. This time around it's platinum, like the on my wrist. And this on my waist, y'all can't do about this. To show you love, that's how they fool thugs. Before you know it, you're lying in the pool of come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. Many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. Many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. Many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Come up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guns, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come
I gotta
from.
hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 down. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they've been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, small, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
towards the darkness.
Nah, yo, look towards the light.
Yo, what is that?
It's a supernova.
Nah, man, that's a black hole.
Yo, it's
I leap over lies in a single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me, they think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist all three. I see sparks over that building. At me, I dip, do a backflip, then I'm in the heart with bookmarks. Ignorance hates when I drop it, but no matter what he do, he can't stop the prophet.
Yo, Prophet, come here real quick. Yo, I just saw Ignorance downtown. Let me put you on. Word, he down there bugging. He got them ill and out.
Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where Ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had... I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but Ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My seventh sense is danger. I turn around, it's anger. And he brought a marble on. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity got broke with the swiftness. I don't know what they think this is. I feel a sharp pain in my neck, now I can't see on my hair. They hit me with a dart filled with the pork chop serum. I tried to hold on, but before long I dropped. When I awoke, I was locked in the barber shop, trapped in the barber's chair. Oh no, they're gonna try and cut my hair, but that can't stop the prophet.
Yo, Prophet, Ignorance is tired of you following him around. We about to put an internet out right now. Animosity, Sphere, what's up? Get him! Yeah.
Passed by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of Ignorance's boys. She said, Prophet, we got you beat. By the way, I'm Mr. Ignorance's wife, Deceit. But enough talk now for your haircut. When the clippers touched my hair, they blew the... After the explosion, there was no one left. Cause I know dim my poison hand touch of death. My vision's still kinda blurry, but I see a clue. Ignorance is at the library. I hurry with lightning speed like the Flash. He's at the big one on Grand Army Place. When I get inside, the door shut and the lights go off. Another trap. I hear a hissing sound. I smell a funny smell. I gasp, I can't breathe. Ignorance is laughing at me, waiting on my downfall. But he can't stop the prophet.
Well, Prophet, it seems like you're in a bit of a jam. I hope you can unstick yourself. Oh, and what you did to my wife, it was nothing. I have others. The saga continues.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K. Sports as we get ready to start the season in style.
Nice clean game, huh?
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. And this matchup with Charlotte, first game of the NBA season for them. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Steph Curry's out there with Matthews. And it's Garnett. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Iguodala. And at the 3, the small forward. Lee gets the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, David Lee with the Golden State Warriors began his career with the New York Knicks. We're talking about him and his play, and it's sometimes hard to get a good compass on what kind of player he is.
Yeah, you know, he was drafted 30th. He came out and certainly played above that draft slot. Then when he re-upped for the 6 years, $80 million, people started to wonder if he was able to play to that value.
Back to Matthews. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Evans kicks to Irving. Back to Evans. Lee dishes to Evans. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Matthews with the steal. Outside Curry. Pass to Whiteside. The kick out to Matthews. And no good. His first shot of the night missing.
You're not going to...
What you do, Diesel? Yeah. Hey. Yeah, Kurt didn't think you were gonna do it. I was like, man,
let's face it, he
this Madden.
And getting back to David, before the big contract, he was putting up some huge runs. I mean, he was the first Knick to go 30 and 20 in a game since the great Patrick Ewing. And he became the first NBA player to record at least 35 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists since Kareem back in 1976.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Evans. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Drops in the breakaway lane.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Garnett following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, back to David Lee, we all know about...
Let me switch controllers, too.
The struggles with the Warriors, and many had written him off completely, but then at the end of last season, he showed that he still has the energy and skills to contribute if given minutes.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better. Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
New York shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mahinmi's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Smith comes in for David Lee. Ross is checked in for Tyreke Evans. And Harris subbed in for Avery Bradley. Here's Sanders. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Overall, a down year for the Hornets in the 2014-15 season. A big part of that was that they would struggle on the road.
Yeah, and you know they had playoff aspirations, but as you said, those aspirations derailed because of the road struggle.
And last season, the Hornets ended with only 14 road wins. Even when they made the playoffs in 2014, they weren't a team that traveled well. It's something the team needs to figure out in order to get back into the postseason.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Irving. Ross with a wide open look. Knocks down the step back Jay. Ross has got his first bucket in this one. Hornets trail by 8. Here is Bayless. He kicks it to Sanders. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Harris outside. Got a piece of it. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort.
And we're 5-6 feet outside that 3.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Flash brother to let her rip.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
They've got Terrence Ross. Mahinmi is out there with Smith. Then it's Thornton. And it's Harris in at the point. They're the group New York will start the second with. It's Curry with the drive, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
Whiteside, a screen on Ross. Curry passes to Whiteside, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Knicks leading by 6.
And for Steph Curry, the light doesn't get any greener. I mean, the only limit is his conscience. I think he does a great job of scoring, but also looking to keep his teammates engaged.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And, you know, when you think back when Curry came into into the league. The question was, is he just a scorer, or can he play point guard? Well, I think he's more than answered those concerns, and he's gotten a lot better with his decision-making as he's now starting to limit his turnover.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Evans comes in for Ross. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harris. Smith outside, takes a three, and he gets the bucket. Smith's got himself on the board with three there.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively. Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Hornets trail by 9. Outside Curry. Bradley against Henderson. Carter outside. Stolen by Evans. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Carter. Irving kicks to Evans. Off target from outside. Greg, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Lee's checked in for New York. Hornets trail by 9. And here is Curry. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds. Really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers.
Here's Lee. New York, no good that time either.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
Here's Fry, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Now Bayless lets the three fly. Charlotte no good that time either. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Yes, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd. New York holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They have a 13-point lead. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get...
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Good game for Irving. He has 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
On the court for Charlotte, they've got Whiteside. Iguodala out there with Garnett. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Matthews in at the 2.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. And a fast break now for the Hornets. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Matthews.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations. And 33 and 49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Smith checked in for New York. For New York, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania Club, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with this combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
And clearly, Steve Clifford wants to talk it over.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
Charlotte making a switch here. Sanders is checked in. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Stephen Curry.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Irving against Curry. Smith with a screen on Curry. Irving with a clean look, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
A nice shot by Irving.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Curry against Irving. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Knicks leading by 11. Bradley with the ball. Matthews covering. Evans dishes to Smith. 11 feet away. Larry Sanders with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Iguodala left side. We've got one.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man, oh man, was that fun.
And no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Mahinmi's checked in for the Knicks. Harris comes in for Avery Bradley. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for the Hornets. Bayless comes in for Steph Curry. And the rejection by Sanders. Henderson passes to Garnett. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, it was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ross is checked in. And for KG, the last 3 seasons have obviously been very, very tough. His injuries and declining athleticism have led to down numbers really across the board.
Yeah, I mean, his role now has transformed. He's more of a clubhouse leader, a mentor to the up-and-comers, an extra coach, if you will, in game and on the sideline.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Ross against Matthews. Ross kicks to Mahinmi. Harris with it. 6 to shoot. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Knicks, Lee comes in for Smith, and it's Thornton in for Irving. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Whiteside's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Matthews dishes to Bayless. Sanders with a screen on Harris. And he lobs it up and finished off by Sanders.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And New York looking at who they've got. Thornton out there with Harris. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's David Lee. And it's Evans in at the small forward position. To the inside, Lee. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Whiteside a screen. No one near Curry as he lets it go. But they get it back. Beyond the arc. No luck. And New York the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Valanciunas. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. Again, Curry missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Evans passes to Lee. Evans kicks to Bradley. Valanciunas sets a screen for Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Iguodala outside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Smith comes in for Lee, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harris. To the middle, it's taken away by Smith. Irving attacking. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Lock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Bradley. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And the Knicks lead by 7. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Knicks?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
It's Curry outside. An absolute palm from three-point range.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They lead by 4. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Marvin Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Irving dishes to Valanciunas. Screen by Smith. Heinrich against Bradley. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closer. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. Larry Sanders picks one up. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Williams, a screen on Irving. In the corner, Sanders with it. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes!
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Outside Irving. Hands it from downtown.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
And that's Evans penetrating. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Good. So it's New York picking up the win. Probably.
Tyreek.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, I mean, you know, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just
change, it's the same old thing. And the game won't change, it's the same old thing.
Primo, dynamic duo, dynamic
동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 매번 넘어질 때마다 일었어 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람 한 곳도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝 난가 같았지만 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶은 능선 내 속 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 헤야호 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 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 영주 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 진땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리에 억울하 해도 나 때 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶은 능선 내 속 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 헤야호 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 헤야호
뭐 사실 조금 때 같아 내 같아 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아 질리게 겪어도 사랑 때문에 애 같아 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아
살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 피어나줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화 이 험한 현실 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶은 능선 내 속 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind change, it's the same old thing. And the game won't change, it's the same old thing.
from. I make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town. Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit and be on my way to Venice. LA got the people saying, Brooklyn saying, Hacienda saying, Vegas saying, Rio saying, Tokyo saying, Down Under saying, Miami saying, Jamaica. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Tell them where I'm at, from the plaque to the everything fat, got muzzled on a track. My girls all stacked. When I roll down the window, let me know where you at. Atlanta, North, South, Kekalak, Texas Grill, Cadillacs, through Miami, then back to London, Jamaica, then France. The whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town. Say, get in with the business when I come from Kansas City. Hit Manila till it's Christmas, out to India. Visit Puerto Rico, is this wizard? Bring my people back to Venice. LA got the people saying, Moscow saying, España, Kingston saying, San Diego saying, Chi-Town saying, Germany saying, La Puente saying, Ibiza. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Got the people saying, Amsterdam saying, Frisco saying, Switzerland saying, Sao Paulo saying, Joburg saying, Mexico saying, Stockholm saying, Jamaica. Feel whatever you like to like it. Yes,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Hornets.
Oh, say does that.
We're coming to you from the top. Time Warner Cable Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Hornets. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a loss to Chicago.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches for points, just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Catering. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Lowry, Wilson Chandler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And here is Curry following Draymond Green's three. Garnett dishes to Whiteside. Iguodala kicks to Whiteside. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's the floater. And the layup good by Lowry. Lowry's got his first 2 points.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Iguodala outside. Now here's Curry. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. Just 2 to shoot. Whiteside, and he can't bank that one in. For Orlando, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Last season, the Charlotte Hornets had a dreadful offense. Worst effective field goal percentage Clark in the league. Effective field goal percentage being your field goal percentage with the value of the shot factored in. Again, more analytics for us to look at.
Yeah, and this is a way to break down that analytic in an abbreviated fashion. Field goal percentage is a pretty good indicator of how good your offense is.
Now, here's Lowry. After the miss from Andre Iguodala. Back to Chandler. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And for the Hornets, they're league worst in terms of field goal efficiency. And for the Hornets, their league worst effective field goal percentage means they didn't take a lot of threes, and they still missed a ton of shots. And guys, that's a recipe for disaster.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Larry Sanders is checked in for Whiteside. Carter comes in for Andre Iguodala. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Curry.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I tell you, you take a look at the Hornets roster from last year, and a lot of players shot under 40% from the floor. Not end of the rotation guys either. I mean, players that saw heavy minutes just casting up brick after brick.
The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. It's soon that will have to be the goal, as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
Hornets trail by 8. To the middle. And Sanders with the basket on the assist by Curry. Sanders has got his first basket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And so the first quarter is...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets Kings team.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Matthews out there with Sanders. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Curry. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Boy, Stoudemire doing a nice job setting that screen. Very nice.
And here is Curry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Puts it up from 15. The offensive rebound. Whiteside, the pass to Sanders. Charlotte moving the ball around. Curry against Lowry. Up top, Curry. From the arc. That drops. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
And Curry, such a tremendous balance to his game, and he can square up on a dime to knock down shots. I mean, that's a focus also of his training. Doesn't do it with conventional pattern shooting drills. It's a lot of stuff to challenge his balance while he's on the move and shooting.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Matthews. Iguodala comes in for Gerald Henderson. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Steph Curry. Lowry with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And the wide open shot from Green. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And it's 8 points for Draymond Green.
And for Steph Curry, to me, that balance is remarkable. I mean, it used to be customary beyond the arc to fake a defender into the air and then step into a mid-range too. But Curry has introduced that more efficient sidestep for the wide open three.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following Draymond Green's three. They set the pick. Carter outside. And he's good on the three ball. Carter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. 1:37 left to play here in the half. And it's Lowry penetrating. Shot is no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Now here's Iguodala. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Bayless off target from outside. Magic leading by 4. Left side Lowry. It's 2-on-1. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Dishes it to Whiteside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that one's good. Cousins.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Sanders. And there's the 3-second violation. Curry's checked in for Jared Bayless. Orlando also making some changes. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Green. Justin Holiday comes in for Ben Gordon. And it's Payne in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Pass to Cousins. 7-foot shot, and he gets it to go. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Curry. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we finished 1-half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your tip? And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. We've got Wilson Chandler. Aflalo is out there with Lowry. Then it's Green, and it's Cousins, and it's center. Hornets trail by 4.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
And here's Lowry after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. The drive by Lowry, and Whiteside sends it back. Here's Iguodala, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Chandler with the ball. Williams picks him up. The shot by Chandler, wide open. The feed to Aflalo. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Lowry drives in, and that one's good. Lowry's got his second basket of the game.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one, Greg, for development. A young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. Third youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old?
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Stoudemire comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Robert Covington subbed in for Wilson Chandler.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Williams. Matthews comes in for Vince Carter. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. and Jared Bayless subbed in for Curry.
And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
And the Magic, while their youth did grow over the course of the season, they still struggle. And they do need a veteran presence to kind of ensure that they don't start developing that culture of losing in the franchise.
You know, I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Gerald Henderson. Lavoy Allen's checked in for the Magic. Payne comes in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Afflalo. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Charlotte. And the Magic making a change here as well. Holiday's checked in. Good on the second free throw. For the Hornets last season, their bench was weak at times. They just couldn't really score that well.
And the Hornets bench was the only bench to shoot under 40% from the floor for the season.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Covington with the bucket.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Whiteside a screen. Curry dishes to Whiteside. Garnett wide open and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Garnett's got 11.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Iguodala kicks to Matthews. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Curry with the steal. From deep. And another three. For Charlotte.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Magic trail by 4. Payne with it. He dishes it to Stoudemire. To end the run, and it's blocked by Whiteside. The third quarter comes to a close. Hornets lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
Check it out.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Magic trail by 4. Garnett out there with Matthews. Then there's Sanders. Then it's Henderson. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Green. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And the Hornets making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. What a game for Garnett. 12 points, and he's hit 6 shots from the charity stripe, contributing to their offense.
And you know what? When he's had the opportunity, he's been in attack mode, and that's what led to those points at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Carter comes in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Iguodala in for Wesley Matthews. Now, here's Green. Here's Cousins. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Now Curry. From deep three-point range, Afflalo pulls it in.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Now here is Lowry. Shoots from 12. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Afflalo.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Curry against Lowry. Kicks it to Chandler. Launches a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now here's Curry. Here's Whiteside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Charlotte calls timeout. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Thank you, Doris. Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Larry Sanders is checked in for Whiteside. Williams comes in for Kevin Garnett. Matthews, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Heinrich in for Andre Iguodala. Cousins with the bucket.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Sanders with a screen on Lowry. Chandler with the steal. The pass to Green. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Charlotte has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 43. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cousins. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Cousins has got 6 in the quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Curry, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. To halt the run, and the rejection by Cousins. There's a screen by Williams. And another shot. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Green, the screen. Here's Cousins. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams. Ahead. Charlotte moving the ball around.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Lowry with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. The dish to Cousins. It's in!
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Some changes for Charlotte. Garnett comes in for Williams, and it's Iguodala in for Kirk Hinrich. Garnett with a screen on Lowry. Curry passes to Garnett. Yes!
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
15 seconds left in the fourth. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, coach is telling them take the easy points in a hurry and then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, but you don't want to foul blindly, though. I think teams make a mistake when they do that. Go for the steal. See if you can force a mistake. And then see what happens after that.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. From deep. No good. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...
Well, DeMarcus.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Draymond Green.
Draymond Green wins games for you. It's just that simple. The energy, the intensity that he brings.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the